Hey Shannon.
What's up, Amberita?
Hey. I feel like I should have like a nickname for you. I
You'll
don't
come
know.
up with
Like
one.
I want to I want to call you like Shannon Banana or something. I don't know. Is
Yeah.
that is that is that okay?
Yeah, I have many nicknames. Shanana, Shanae, Shandog. I mean, many people call me many different things, which I love. So
I
yeah.
bet. I love it. Okay. Shannon Banana. I don't know why. Whenever I send you messages, I want to say that. So that's
Whatever
um
you feel called.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how is this for alignment and synchronicities? We are literally moving completely opposite ends of the country of the US, however, but like literally 5 day difference moving. Like this is like you can't even make this up. Like this is just wild.
Yeah. Yeah. We've both been working hard, insanely hard on our manifestations,
Yeah.
on our alignments, on where we want to be, on the people on who we want to be when we get there. And it is wild. I feel like mine is pretty dope. I mean, mine is dope for sure. And it is a dream come true. And I've worked on this for a while, but yours and Rustin's is really kind of whack. You want to talk about it? Like it's wild how this all came together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like yours was like, and I could see it because I wasn't in it, but I can see yours as like perfectly kind of just lined up.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't feel like that when you're
Yeah.
on
It
the
was a
inside and you're like, but I saw yours too as like perfectly lined up. But yeah, like so we actually we made a decision 3 years ago actually to move to Florida. Obviously we weren't taking any action steps. But that was kind of the decision, and it took until this long for well, about the past year to really get serious and to go, okay, look, this is what we're doing. And then it was probably about maybe a month or so that we actually started packing, like, right, taking that action from the end result, packing.
what?
Um, and as we kept doing it, things started to progress. So we went from like zero clue, right? Because the 3D was very loud and the 3D was like, you're not going anywhere. Right, monetary and all those different things, and we just literally kept packing, kept packing, kept packing, and with zero clue what we're, like, where's the truck coming from, like where are you going to move to, like specifically what, how, all these things. And then through a series of like events that you literally cannot make up, we literally have a house, we rented a truck, the cleaning people are coming next week, like all the things, right? And it's so beautiful. 7 minutes drive to the beach, in the city that we have been talking about wanting for literally years. Um, just all the things. And it's so amazing, like this concept of like having it all. And obviously that's a perspective. Because there's people that could you see as quote having it all, but they're like, they still are, upset and angry and all these things. But the concept of like
Absolutely.
the concept of like you can have what it is that you ask for and what it is that you desire, like the universe generally wants to give it to you. Um, but it's becoming aligned with that thing. And so we had to, right? No matter what happened, we had to continue packing. We had to continue working on our business. We had to continue doing these things in order to signal to the universe, hey, this is happening, right? Because that moment where you pause and go, well, we don't have a house yet, let's just pause on the packing. The universe goes, okay, cool, so we're not moving, got it, right? And then it moves on to the next thing. And so like we had to continue taking that action, not knowing how in the world it was going to
Yeah.
happen, because the how is not our responsibility. It's not. And I feel like yours lined up in such a beautiful way as well.
Yeah.
And it started with, I think you had asked, where are you going to be in 30 days, I believe,
Yeah,
is what we kind of
yeah,
asked
yeah.
the
On like
universe.
the 9th or 10th of July, I was meditating at the beach, and the universe was like, "Where do you want to be in 30 days?" And the universe has never asked me that, and I was like, and right away, my automatic answer, without thinking, was, "I want to be packing for my new house," which was wild because my lease wasn't up yet. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning on moving yet. I
Yeah.
was living with my roommate, who we were planning on staying together for many years in this house for a long time, and it's just so weird that that was my intuition. And then the very next day, I found out that my roommate had been lying to me and betraying me for months.
Yeah.
And that was wild. And that was a whirlwind. And I was like, this is crazy. And then a week later, after all that, when that was already a lot, then we had this huge flood in our apartment that
Mhm.
has really deemed it inhabitable. And then we found out this toxic mold situation. And then my roommate ended up leaving me to deal with this all on my own. So it was all just like a lot of emotions. And so then I was just every day looking for apartments, and talking to lawyers and just doing all these insane, like hot, like low, like I wouldn't say low vibrational things, but just like heavy, heavy things that I had to get through.
Yeah.
But yet, and through it all, a deep knowing, a deep like connection to myself. I didn't have time to, because I was so busy, because I worked so much, like 12-hour days. Um, I just had a window every day, like a small window every day to like look for apartments. And so wasn't able to do like sit and do my like chanting practice or my journaling. And but I was still connected all day, every day. I was still chanting with myself. Like while I was doing things, I would still do mudras. I would still like do amazing talks. I would do Ho'oponopono, to forgive this person. And so through it all, I was really deeply connected, really, even as it was sad of losing like my best friend, as crazy as this apartment stuff has been, I just knew that it was going to be okay. I just knew that it was, there was a lot of loss, but I know that there's a lot to come. And also through it all, I mean, you guys, I'm an alcoholic, and on your birthday, on September 5th, it will be my ninth year. And it's, make me cry. Like like one of the coolest things that's ever happened is through this all, not once did I ever want to drink alcohol. And
Mhm.
it's like I don't vibrate at alcohol anymore. These last 9 years, when something crazy has happened in my life or something really sad or too overwhelming, I always just white knuckle it for however long it takes. I'll just like lock myself in my room. I'll lock myself on my couch. I'll do whatever it takes to not go and grab alcohol. And it
Yeah.
was so cool. The only time I thought about alcohol at all during any of this was when I was like, oh my God, I'm not thinking about
Not thinking
alcohol.
about
So
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy. And
Wow.
it's like, it's when I think about it, it always brings tears to my eyes. It's like,
Hmm.
I worked so hard, and that's why this work works, you guys. Like Yuki work going inside. Like I mean, even like talking about this last week, Yuki had his energetics of money workshop, and my favorite thing was what he talked about the first day, about talking about like, and I can't remember all of it, but it was just about like it's basically about losing your keys, right? Losing your keys, and like
Yes.
you lost them in the inside of your house, yet you keep looking on the outside of your house for them, even though
Yeah.
you know that you lost them inside. There's no possible way they could be outside, but you keep looking from outside, and that is like such a great metaphor of like we're always looking outside for something to make us happy, to heal us, to make us feel whole, to make us feel love, when it's like, no, this is all here, all here. And like, so the Yuki work, my personal work that I did before Yuki, has all culminated in, I can't say the word,
Culminated.
no, I can't say it. Yep.
Culminated.
To this, thank you, to this one moment and this moment in time. And it's literally worked. It's like, and it's like, so it's just like, you have to keep going inside. You have to keep doing the work. You have to believe. You have to like, even with you guys, like not knowing, just packing, but not making money from your business,
Yeah.
still packing, still like doing all these things to like show the universe, no, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. We believe in this. We believe in ourselves. Like we trust ourselves. We trust you, universe. By having that relationship, your life is changing and your life has changed. And like your dreams are coming true and so are mine. And it's so powerful that it's when we are in the thick of it, when we are in like the heaviness and it's like it's hard moments. It's like when you're inside, when you're not looking on the outside for that key to help you, when you actually go inside and stay connected to yourself, you realize that like I saw a thing yesterday that was really cool. It's like I don't have a backup plan. I am the backup plan. And it's like,
Yeah.
yes, all day, all day. Like
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
trust the universe, if I trust myself, I don't need a backup plan. I don't need like it doesn't
Yeah.
I am that. So yeah, it's been very powerful. As hard as the 6 weeks have been, and very like a lot of loss, as I said, for someone that I was deeply attached to,
Yeah.
so many lessons, and it's so cool to recognize those lessons too when you're going through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Awareness is key. That's huge. And
Yeah.
I love how it just kind of unfolded for you. And I know that, in time it's gonna, you're gonna look back and be like, oh man, even all those things that were not comfortable at the time, you're
They're
gonna
so uncomfortable.
yes, you're gonna be like, that had to happen exactly that way, like I 100% like, because we went from my husband and I both working corporate positions, making very comfortable money. Let me just say that,
Yeah.
right? However, we were still living in lack of limitation, and we were freaking miserable, like literally together and separately, individually. But yet we had, it all in the sense of, vacationing, we all of our bills and everything, what I mean, whatever all the things. And it's funny because like so we shifted and we, burned the boat and jumped into entrepreneurship. And we went like a year with like zero income, you know what I mean? It was like wild. And in that moment, it was very uncomfortable. And my body would contract all the time and just all these things, right? Because it wasn't natural. I didn't grow up with like people telling me like, hey, go for your dreams, like whatever. It was like, nope, you have to earn a degree, then you have to get a job that pays well. Doesn't matter if
Yeah.
you like it, right? All for 50 years to retire and get a pen. Like it's, I mean, this whole thing. And um, so my core belief was like that, well, number one, you can't have it all. Number two, a lot of sacrifice, which I don't even like that word.
Yeah.
And also that like, entrepreneurship is like, okay, well, that means you got to work, 60-hour days, you got to work 7 days a week. You can't take holidays. You can't, when you can't, you can't enjoy it. And so I didn't cultivate, we hadn't cultivated this belief that we could work from home and make money. We had cultivated a belief we could work from home, which we were doing, but we had, so all these things, and it was very uncomfortable. And there were things that, we did that we had never gone through as a, family and stuff.
Mhm.
But like wholeheartedly, I look back and I'm like, it all had to happen exactly that way because we had to change and step
Mhm.
to their new identity. If we hadn't and we'd have continued on, because there's many times I'm like, let's just go look for jobs. Like, let's just go be
Right.
employed again because this is not working, no. But it was like, I look back and I'm like, no, it had to happen that exact way, or we would have never changed our beliefs. Never. Right. So the universe is like, and I seen that quote. I don't know if I sent it to you or you sent it to me or how it worked, but it was like, I had to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have never moved. Right. You're
Absolutely.
like talking about from the universe. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it. Yes. Like, I see
Yeah.
that. Right. It's like it had to because
Yep.
we were too comfortable in that like lack and limitation,
Mhm.
uncomfortable comfortability type thing.
Yeah.
And, and it's, some people are that way where like they don't hear the little whisper. And so
Right.
you have to kind of, it
Absolutely.
has to be in more kind of a louder, louder kind of experience. But
Yeah.
and a lot of people like, oh my God, you poor thing. And like, da, da, da. And I'm like, no, like, don't feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for myself. Like, because it had to have happened that way, and now I look back on it as a blessing. Because I remember when my husband put in his 30-day notice at his corporate job, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, are
Yeah.
you sure? And he actually prolonged it. Like he had wanted to put it in like a month before. And I was like, dude, like with no guarantee, like, because
Right.
that's how I was
It's a
raised. I
belief.
have a guaranteed paycheck,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was like free falling. Like we talked about that concept, like free falling is the universe thing. That's what we were doing. Although we
Yep.
didn't have the net because we hadn't cultivated the belief yet.
Right.
And, but it ended up exactly how it was meant
Yeah.
to.
And you
Exactly.
guys kept showing up for yourself, as scary as it was, as all of it was happening, and the uncertainty and like the bills piling up, and you guys kept showing up for yourself. You
Yeah.
kept doing the work, as hard as it may be. And sometimes that's part of this is like, you know, just because we do this work all the time. I've done this work for a very long time now,
Yeah.
9 years now.
Yeah.
And um, and it's not that sometimes I don't have the faith. Sometimes I'm not connected to the faith as strongly as other days, but I keep showing up for myself because I am very important, because I have this self-love, I have this self-respect, that it's like, I'm still going to show up today. I'm still going to try to raise this vibration. I'm still going to do my chanting. I'm still going to do my self-talk. I'm still going to talk to the universe and do my prayers. Um, and and some days are better than others. Not every day is a great chanting day. Not every day is a great meditation day. Not every day is a great journaling day. And some days are really hard, but yet I know that I showed up for myself, and that's what matters. And like, and so when you do that, you also show the universe, like, no, I'm here. I might not have a ton of faith right now, but I'm still here. I know there's a knowing in there, but it's just like some days it's a little dimmer. And like, and that's the most important, is showing up for yourself every day. And then once again, it all happens like it has for you.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
that's part of like where the faith comes from. Because yeah, you're right. Like, and I've actually came to this understanding that like I grew up like faithless,
Yeah.
well, actually, it came out to find out that it was like faith in no faith. Like it was kind of faith in
Right.
nothing, right? Kind of
Still
thing.
faith. Yeah.
And I think that's like, so then I'm like, well, what is this concept of faith? How do you even get it, right? Kind of thing. But I think that's, I mean, to your point, is like that's how you do it. So even just like when I was talking about taking the action, even though you don't see the path, right? Showing up for yourself. So continuing to
Yes.
look for apartments, even though you're like, I don't even know how this is going to work, or like, I don't have faith in this process right now, but I'm still going to keep, looking at apartments. I'm still going to keep, looking at, the areas, or, I'm still going to get up and chant or meditate or whatever it may be, because those are the moments where you learn, just like with anything like practice, right? Like the faith, like the more times that you keep doing it, even though you're like, my faith is very weary right now, but you
Yeah.
continue to, because then that's actually how you cultivate it. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
And, yeah, you should be very proud of yourself.
Oh,
It's a
you too.
really big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very
Well,
excited.
I'm super excited. So the 26th, you are going to have your
Yeah.
sound and energy healing class. I'm super
Yeah.
excited, of course.
Me
Um,
too.
that will be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time,
Yeah.
or
Yes.
trying to do the math in my head really fast. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or
Want to
2,
talk?
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There
Yes.
we go.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Like doing
2
the
p.m.
math.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm actually going to change time zones, you guys, so it's going to be even more confusing for me.
Wow.
I'll figure it out. I'll have like a little clock or
Will
something.
you be on Eastern time?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Eastern.
And then Wednesday, every Wednesday, will be my book study group. We're still on a return to love.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, on the 27th, we'll be starting chapter 8. And then after that, I'm actually going to take a poll and see what everybody wants to read next. I have a few ideas, and people can give examples of what they would like to see as well. So I'm excited for that.
Yay. Me too.
Um, I am so excited because the next time we do this recording, I feel like we'll have at least gotten our places. Like we'll at least be in.
Yeah.
I don't want to say initially moved in, because I know that's a whole like
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
We'll have at
Yep.
least been in our new places. So that's
Yeah.
super exciting.
I'll be
Um,
on your balcony for sure. Yeah. Yep.
yes. Oh my gosh. New. Yes, I know. Like you see some boxes over here and stuff. This is gonna be super exciting. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. We
Yes.
are the proof. And I love it so much.
Yes. We are the proof.
Um,
Yes.
I love you, and I'm so
I love you.
excited for you. And you know
Yes.
that if I was there, we would be like moving in and with you, helping you move and all that
I
stuff.
know. One day. One day we'll be around each other.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.